exercise, symmetrical walking, is in the vertical position. It's a walking forward and backwards using your arms, mimicking a breaststroke. It's important to focus on your breathing with this, as you want to make the more powerful stroke combined with the exhalation, and the weaker stroke combined with the inhalation. The key points here are to maintain your body in a vertical position with benefits in balance and coordination. An excellent exercise to start with to get you warmed up for the beginning. And make sure that you always do all exercises forward and backward. Power walking. This is an alternating arm and leg water walk with an emphasis on bringing the arm across the body only to about the height and length of the opposite shoulder. When you're going backwards, you want to bring the arm in line with the body at shoulder level and sweep all the way across your body in a very powerful motion. This exercise has a lot of points dealing with full arm range of motion and focusing on coordination, endurance, and strength. It is also an excellent exercise for developing the abdominal muscles, the obliques, and increasing rotation throughout the entire length of your spine. Running. With this exercise, you want to mimic as if you were running on the land, trying to get the entire body together to work on the vertical alignment and with benefits on coordination and endurance. The most important keys here are to maintain a straight spine and to try and promote as much motion through your legs and your arms as possible. This is also an excellent place in the pool that you can work on correcting postural fault and running fault on land. This is an excellent place to work on correcting biomechanical faults that you may encounter while running on the land and to train the body correctly. This exercise, high heels, high knees, is an excellent exercise to work on the coordination of the body with a tremendous amount of flexibility and endurance. Key points with this one are to avoid overextension of the elbow behind the body and to maintain a full range of motion in the hips, in the knees, and the ankles. In this view, you can see that by changing different speeds, slow, medium, and fast, you can really challenge pelvic stability and strength and endurance. Running with full arm swing has a lot more to do with working with the shoulder motion. As you bring the arm forward, you rotate your thumb to the outside. As you bring the arm down, you rotate the thumb back behind your body, making sure that you extend the elbows back as far as you can, really grabbing the water and throwing it forward. Key points: maintain the arm below the surface, and as you bring it forward, palm goes up. As you bring it back, palm goes down. Primary benefits with this include flexibility, coordination, and endurance, and the development of the entire upper extremity rhythmic coordination. Dolphin kicks. This exercise is in the vertical position, starting with your arms out to the sides. As you bend your knees into kneeling, you simultaneously kick both legs down as you bring both arms together in front, as if you're doing a breaststroke motion. The key points of this one are maintain vertical pelvic and shoulder alignment, and as you kick with your legs, you want to make sure that they kick straight down, not forward and in front of the body. Benefits here include balance, coordination, flexibility, and the development of speed. This exercise is also very good for the glutes, the quads, the hamstrings, and the abdominal muscles and the back extensors, as they all have to work together in a strong, powerful, coordinating motion as the body travels forward and back. It also challenges your ability to maintain vertical the entire time and works on keeping that well together. The diamond. This is a vertical exercise you start with your arms straight out to the side, and as you draw your legs up, you open them up into a diamond position, then you extend one leg, then the other leg, and together. It's important when you do this exercise that you maintain your pelvis underneath your shoulders, and then as your legs kick out, the toes remain pointed out to the side and they do not turn in. This way you can really work on stretching out your adductors and your hamstrings without creating any biomechanical compensation. Key points here, again, as you bring the water walkers up, they maintain underneath your pelvis and not out in front of you. You can see this takes a tremendous amount of stability and control to get the coordination down. Balance, coordination, and flexibility are the main goals of this particular exercise. Excellent for developing the flexibility in the hamstrings and the adductors. Squats with turns. Starting in the vertical position, you bend up both knees to 90 degrees, and then you press them straight down as you turn your body. It's important that your knees come into line with your hips at 90 degrees so that you form a 90-degree hip and a 90-degree knee angle. Key points again of vertical body alignment, and always maintain your legs together. As you press down, try and press hard with your heels as that will engage your gluteal muscles and really focus on leg and body awareness and overall strength. Once you get the 90-degree turn, you can build up to 180-degree turns, 270-degree turns, and 360-degree turns. This is excellent for multi-directional postural stability with benefits in balance, coordination, speed, and strength. You also want to try going through different speeds, slow, medium, and fast, as this continues to challenge your entire body awareness and also helps to develop the start and stop components of speed and dynamic control. Again, notice the ability to change directions: 90, 180, 270, and 360. The scooter. This is a prone exercise using one long barbell out in front of you. This is an excellent exercise as it focuses a lot on the knee joint and the hip joint and maintaining flexibility. Key points here are full knee extension to kick forward and down while maintaining the opposite leg as straight as it can. The benefits include coordination, flexibility, and strength. You can also do this exercise on your back, trying to keep your pelvis as close as you can to the surface. B position. This exercise starts lying on your back, maintaining your legs as straight as they can out in front of you, pressing through your heels. You start with your arms overhead, and as you move your pelvis under the water, you reach forward with your hands. Key points here are to maintain straight legs and keeping your arms just underneath the surface of the water. Main benefits are flexibility, coordination, and strength. You get a lot of abdominal exercises going and a lot of abdominal and pelvic balance here as well. It's tricky not to let your body curl. You want to maintain a nice straight spine. This is what we call the vertical breaststroke. You start bringing both knees up to 90 degrees, and then you extend both legs straight out in front. They rotate out to the sides, they come down, and then they squeeze together. This is especially important that you really straighten the knees out through every single part of the motion, and it really challenges your pelvic control and your balance. It's excellent to loosen up the hip joints and to also work on the strength and the flexibility of the hip joint as well. Benefits with this one include coordination, flexibility, endurance, speed, and strength, and thus encompasses all the 6 essential qualities. It's excellent for developing your ab and adductors, as well as working on, again, the ability to control the pelvis under increasing loads. also is very good for developing body awareness because of the movement of the arms and the legs out around the body require a tremendous amount of stability on the inner core parts of the body as well. Always make sure that when you push your legs out and down that you really press through the heels to get as much of a stretch through your Achilles. Alternate knee kicks. You start with your knees bent up to 90 degrees, hips at 90 degrees. Your arms mimic the breaststroke, traveling forward and backward as your knees extend one at a time, forward and backward. Key points here are trying to keep your thighs together, hips at 90 degrees, and maintain a loose ankle joint as you do it. The benefits include flexibility, coordination, balance, endurance, speed, and strength. Key here, again, is the looseness of the ankles as they keep you moving, and the maintenance of the knees and the hips at a 90-degree angle. This further challenges your body awareness, your abdominal pelvic stability, and also works on your endurance. It's excellent to keep your shoulders just below the surface of the water. It also starts to maintain the rest of the motion and try to develop a little bit of shoulder flexibility and strength, and also continues to increase your aerobic part of your workout and develop these skills of endurance. Double knee kicks. This is similar to alternate knee kicks, but both knees remain together through the entire motion. You want a 90-degree hip and knee angle, and as you mimic breaststrokes with your arms, you really pull forward or push backwards with your legs. You really want to develop your hamstrings and your knee range of motion and flexibility as you do this exercise. Key points: maintain vertical position, obtain full knee extension, and coordinate the arms and the legs together as they will include a lot of power into your stroke. Benefits of flexibility, balance, coordination, endurance, speed, and strength. Notice how when you pull with your arms, there's a coordination trying to pull back with the legs as much as you can. Again, further challenging the coordination and balance. Downhill ski jump. Vertical position, you want to mimic a mogul skiing with your lower body. Knees come up to 90 degrees and then they push out at an angle. It's excellent for developing the lateral muscles of the legs, the inner, the outer thigh, as well as some of your obliques and your overall postural stability and awareness. As you press your heels out, always make sure that you squeeze them as much as you can to get full knee extension and full contraction of your gluteal muscles the entire time. Crossover stepping. In the vertical position, while trying to travel sideways, you want to step one leg in front, one leg behind. This is an excellent exercise to get coordination, speed, strength, and endurance, as it works a lot on the hip joint and the lateral muscles, both the inner and the outer thigh, and as much hip range of motion as possible. Key points: try to maintain as vertical a position as possible with your spine and not to lean into the stroke, as this will diminish some of the effect of your legs and will result in minimizing your workout. This is an excellent one, again, for really coordination and the flexibility of the hip joint as well. Also really good for your spine and for abdominal pelvic balance, and overall excellent for vertical traction. The run and split sequence is an opposite arm and leg motion forward. As you go every 3 steps, you bring your arms and legs into your body and expand them out laterally. This is an excellent exercise for developing quickness. As we age, we tend to lose the property of quickness, and this is a great way to work on redeveloping that skill. There are other variations with this exercise, including every 3 steps going opposite arm and leg forward and back, and then repeating with the other one. Here we see that exercise demonstrated in the backwards motion of traveling, ending with each arm, opposite arm and leg forward and back. You can also further challenge that ability by throwing in the lateral motion with the arms and the legs. Running on your side. This is an exercise in which you go onto sideline and you use your arms and your legs primarily as balancing as you travel forward in a circle, trying to get as much of the motion from your hips as possible. Key points with this one is to really maintain the sideline position and try to keep your hips from rolling forward or backwards. Benefits are balance, endurance, and speed. There's a tremendous amount of lateral stability here, and as you want to go faster, you want more and more motion from the hip. Press down. This is an excellent exercise for developing the entire upper extremity and lower body together. It's a great way to burn calories, as it's a lot easier for the body to move faster in the pool than it is on land. It also requires more energy expenditure from the body than some of the previous exercises, and that will also assist in helping you to lose weight and maintain fitness. The key points here are full elbow extension on the press down without locking them out, and maintaining your shoulders in good alignment with the body. Benefits are also postural alignment, strength, and endurance. This is a great exercise, as I said, overall, for developing all body skills and awareness and really progressing fitness as much as you can. The use of the barbells also allows for an increase in dynamic postural control, as they tend to push up on the body and you have to balance about them. Splashing front and back starts vertical with a transition into supine and then a transition into prone. The key here is to maintain the body moving the entire time with your legs going into a running motion. What we like to see is 3 splashes on the surface, flipping over onto the chest, and then 3 splashes behind. In the prone position, you want to try and bring your heels to your glutes as much as possible and get as much knee motion as you can. It's excellent for dynamic posture and challenges all the qualities, especially speed, strength, endurance, and flexibility. Key points are good posture, pelvic control, and make sure that you use your arms and try and reach your legs out of the water as much as you can and make the splashes as big as possible. Here we see the above water version with an emphasis on the splashing of the feet and the pumping of the arms in the running motion. Again, this is a beautiful exercise for getting the heart rate up and doesn't require that much space in your local swimming pool. Leg extension from a sitting position. You want to start by bending both knees up to 90 degrees at the hips and 90 degrees at the knees. You want to simultaneously extend one leg straight down as the other leg goes straight forward. Return to the starting position and then simultaneously extend one leg down and the other leg to the side. Knees up again to 90 position, then you extend one leg forward and one leg back. Here we have the forward view, the one leg going forward, the opposite leg going down. We have it repeated on the opposite side. We have the lateral motion with the leg, the opposite lateral motion, and here we have one leg going down, one leg going back. Tremendous exercise for challenging postural balance and stability, with emphasis on flexibility and coordination. Pendulum running with long barbells. Vertical position with 2 long barbells out in your arms. You want to start standing up, and as you make a running motion with your legs, you want to travel onto one side, go back down to the middle, and then travel on the other side. The best way to remember this is 4 kicks into each position. 1, 2, 3, 4, back down to the middle, and onto the opposite shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to focus on vertical alignment, try and make wide steps, and it's an excellent exercise for opening up your leg stride and your flexibility across your pelvis. It's key here in the hips and to really make your body travel side to side in a pendulum motion. The qualities here are balance, flexibility, coordination, endurance, and speed. Mimicking the kayak motion. While running in the pool using one long barbell in your arms, you want to mimic a kayak motion and travel down the length of the pool, forward and backward. It's important to dunk 1/2 to 3/4 of the barbell into the water and pull it down toward your hip to maximize the amount of muscles that you use. Here, going backwards, you use more of the abdominal muscles and the obliques, maintaining an opposite arm and leg coordination. This is an excellent exercise for developing coordination, speed, strength, and especially endurance. In a vertical position, it is also very good because you maximize the spinal traction and open up all the joint spaces while exercising the supporting musculature. When we go forward, we tend to work on the scapular retraction and really emphasize the endurance component as well as the coordination and the much needed spinal flexibility.